Agriculture is one of the most reliable and profitable business there is today. There will never be a time when food is not in high demand. Investing in this sector is always a smart move. Agriculture is a vital sector, especially in Africa, where there is available land and a fast-growing population. All you need to make a lot of money with this is the right business idea and strategic execution. Hello everyone, welcome to Motherland Investors. Today, let's take a closer look at the 10 most profitable agriculture business ideas in Africa right now. Africa is a continent with abundant natural resources and huge potential for economic growth. With the right business ideas, entrepreneurs on the continent can take advantage of these opportunities available to them. They can turn them into profitable ventures. From agro-processing to livestock farming and agro-tech, these ideas have great potential for success, especially when executed properly. Here are the best agriculture ideas in Africa to consider. Number 1. Agroforestry. Agroforestry is the combination of trees and shrubs with crops and pasture. This sustainable agricultural technique helps to maintain soil fertility. It increases crop production and reduces soil erosion. This type of organic farming is becoming increasingly popular in Africa due to its ability to be more sustainable and environmentally friendly. Organic farms are much more profitable than traditional farms, and labor for such venture is also often cheap and easy to come by on the continent. But the best part about this agricultural business is that in every African country, the young and vibrant population provides cheap labor and serves as a customer base. The second agricultural business to consider in Africa is vertical farming. Vertical farming is a type of urban agriculture that uses hydroponic systems to grow crops in vertical structures. As the name suggests, vertical farming increases crop yields while reducing the amount of land and water needed. It is way more economical than traditional farming. This can be very handy in cities with limited space for traditional agriculture, or if you don't have enough land or want to start small. This is the best way to go about it. Vertical farming also eliminates transportation and logistics problems that sometimes come with doing business in Africa. The third agricultural venture on our list is aquaponics. Aquaponics is the combination of aquaculture and hydroponics. The process involves rearing fish and using the waste from fish to fertilize plants, while the plants in turn filter and purify the water for the fish. This is a full cycle operation. This method is efficient and requires less water than traditional farming. You won't have to use fertilizers and pesticides, as this is purely organic and self-sufficient. Aquaponics is not a very known practice, which makes it all the more appealing and profitable. This business is highly practiced in the Middle East and Northern Africa, which are practically desert areas, so it can be done with relative ease in most African countries. Agricultural business idea is fish farming. Fish farming is a great way to produce a steady source of fish, both for local and international markets. Fish farming helps preserve the local environment and reduces the amount of overfishing, which is a major problem in most African countries. And even though fish farming has been on a steady rise recently, the supply doesn't still meet up with the high demand, which makes it an extremely profitable business idea. You can raise fish in ponds or tanks and sell them to local markets or even export them to neighboring countries. You can't go wrong with this. Third business is solar irrigation. This is good for those who want to get into agriculture without necessarily having their hands dirty. Solar irrigation is the use of solar energy to provide water for crops. The number one problem most farmers face is the vulnerability of being at the mercy of the weather. When it doesn't rain, it's almost guaranteed that the harvest will be poor. Solar irrigation is becoming an increasingly popular solution in Africa, especially as it is affordable and the fact that it reduces water waste. All you need for this business is a solar panel to capture energy, a battery to store the captured energy, and a pump to distribute water to plants. You can easily start a business providing this service to local farmers, especially in places where water is scarce. This business falls under clean energy and low emission systems, which means you might be eligible for tax write-offs and government as well as international organizations' grants. Next opportunity is in agrotech solutions. Agriculture technology is an extremely lucrative business all across Africa. It is a combination of agriculture and innovative technology to provide solutions that improve crop yields and increase productivity. Agrotech startups are springing all over the continent every day. As an investor, you could create a business around farm automation, which is often called smart farming. What's smart farming? Smart farming uses tech like drones, robot harvesters, autonomous tractors, planting robots, and so many other tools to do simple but important tasks. The second way to go about this is through precision agriculture. As the name suggests, this entails using tech to control every variable involved in the farming process. You can use algorithms to control temperature, moisture levels, soil conditions. Number 7. Water harvesting. Water harvesting is another way to get involved in agriculture without necessarily getting into all the hassles that comes with crop cultivation. This entails the collection and storage of rainwater for agricultural use. This is an efficient and very cost-effective way to reduce water waste and improve crop yields. As an investor in this sector, you get to build systems that collect rainwater from rooftops and other surfaces and redirect them into tanks, systems, or reservoirs, which will later be distributed to crops. There are many farmers on the continent who will pay top dollars to solve their water problems. Pest control. Pest control is another important part of agriculture you can make a lot of money from. This can be done through the use of traps, sprays, or other organic methods. It requires you to eradicate insects, weeds, animals, and other organisms that pose a threat to agricultural productivity. At the moment, there are not enough companies on the continent offering these services to local farmers. If you can figure out a way to tackle this, then you'll be on your way to making millions. Number 9. Agritourism. Agritourism is the use of agricultural activities to attract tourists. This can include visiting vineyards, orchards, farms, or other agricultural sites. Agritourism can be a great way to generate income and promote sustainable agriculture in Africa. This is an ideal business model, especially when you are growing fruits and even flowers. Agritourism is quite popular in South Africa, and it's making many people extremely rich. There's no reason why you can't implement this in other African countries. Number 10. Agro-processing. Agro-processing involves adding value to agricultural products. For example, you can process cassava into flour or chips, or even process tomatoes into tomato paste. This business idea requires some investment in equipment and machinery, but it can be very profitable in the long run. Food processing is a gold mine in Africa these days. There you have it, 10 agricultural business ideas you can start in Africa right now. Of course, there are many other business ideas out there, but these are the most profitable. But bear in mind that you don't have to own any of these businesses directly if you don't want to. You can easily opt to be an investor or a venture capitalist in a company that offers these solutions. Let us know in the comments section which one of these businesses are you likely to consider when investing in Africa. And if you found value in this video, give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Also check out our video